Good morning. I'm on the Circle blog, and what I'm doing is there's a challenge on here, and I'd like to enter the challenge. And the challenge is create a project of your choice utilizing your Cricut images to create a scene. Your project must include at least 2 different Cricut image cuts. Okay, and you can create any type of project you would like, tag, alter project, mini album, etc. But your project must be newly created for this challenge and include at least 2 Cricut image cuts. You must submit a project to be entered into the challenge prize drawing. So, now the thing is there are, it's a create a scene challenge. The monthly challenge is create a scene challenge, and so we have, it says there are so many fun cuts available on our cartridges, including trees, buildings, backgrounds, flowers, and more. For this next challenge, we want to see you utilize these cuts by creating a scene on your project. Okay, well, that's our challenge. Let's get to work. Okay, let's get to work on this challenge. Now, it has to be a what do I want to say, a scene. So I figured my 3-fold template, I'm going to refer to that. Okay. And there we go. Now I'm going to use Life is a Beach. I've already got it up on my screen. I was looking at the different cuts, and we're going to start with the shark. And the shark, I'm going to make sure that it is right up here on top, but I think I'm going to tilt it a little bit. I don't know for sure. No, I guess we'll bring him right where he's supposed to be. Okay, I left him alone. Okay, but he needs to be just a tad larger. Let's make sure he's edge to edge on that. Okay, now we've got them just about edge to edge. Okay, now I've got them edge to edge, as you can see. I'm going to bring them up to the top, and I'm going to take them to another layer and just copy them so that I have his size, so I can do any layers that go with him. Go back to the original, hide the layers so we don't see them through, and I've got to bring down this dot box here. See how I've got the center box in purple? And bring it down so that the shark is out of the way. Okay, I want a little bit of his fin showing. Oh, I'm good. I'm good. I'll show you what I mean. I want a little bit of his fin showing out of the water there, or out of the card itself. And I've got his tail up in the air. And let's just see how it looks here. Now what I want to do is I would like to make him a part of the card. So I'm going to touch him, hit the group button, touch the red box, he becomes a part of that group, and then weld them together. Then I want to use the little eye, and as you can see right in here, it's going to cut out his eye, so I'm going to have to go back in and take that off. But you can see a little bit of his fin is up and the rest of him is up there, so we're in good shape on the shark. We just have to go back, take off that, touch the shark itself, use the hide contour and hide his eye. Okay, and then now it still shows it, but I haven't saved it yet. It won't cut it, and you can tell by just looking at it. See how it's grayed out? And I don't know why sometimes on the Gypsy it still shows it, but it will not cut that. Okay, now let's pick another piece of art, and I think I am going to Let's see. Let's either go with the crab. I could do a surfboard, but I don't really want to do the surfboard. Let's go with the crab or some waves. We need some waves. Waves are right here. And the wave would be there. So that when it folds over on top of the shark, you see waves. And what I can do, oh, that's a good idea. What I can do is make the waves layer all the way down on the front of that folded area. So let's just make it a little bit larger so that it's side to side in that little box area, which it is, and it's sticking up a little bit. The waves, maybe a little bit like there, like that. Oh no, I think I've got it too high because it'll go over the fin. We don't want it over the fin. We'll bring it down just a little bit so the fin will be sticking out of that over the fold. Okay, so let's take that to, we've got it highlighted. Let's just hit the copy button so we have the wave just the size that we want it. Okay, we've got that. Now let's touch the wave, go to the group button, touch the base of the card. We've got them grouped together. Now we have to weld it. Okay, and I want to do, whoops, I want to do a saves as so that I don't lose this. Save as three-fold, and I'm going to just call it three-fold shark. S-H-A-R-K. Okay. And I have my I don't know whether you've noticed, I have my gypsy plugged in. I used it last night. I was making a different card for something else and left it sitting out on, and so it's not charged. So, sorry about that. Now, let's see, we need something for this front flap. Let's go back to the thing and let's put a little crab sitting out on the front flap. No, maybe not. Let's see what kind of words, title words we have. Beach bum, family fun, gone fish. There we go, gone fishing. Let's do, where to gone fishing there? There's gone fishing. Okay. Let's put this on this page right here. Oops. I want to make it a little bit larger. Gone fishing. Okay. Let's make it larger so we can see. Bring it down a little bit so that we see the little fish, and it's just saying gone fishing. Now let's take it over to layer 1 and copy so that we have that. Now let's go back to the card itself, and again we touch on the little piece. We go to the basic key, hit the group button, touch the base of the card, and then go to the advanced key, hit weld. Now we may have some problems in here, and I want to look at the preview button to see if any of the, see what I mean? We have to go in the hide contour and hide the fish's eyeballs, the in between the G and the O and the E and this little here. So we're going to go and take off the preview button, tap the gone fishing so that it turns purple. There we go. Hit the hide contour and the inside the G, next, not that, next, inside the O, hide that, next, and that little spot, hide that. Next, inside the E, perfect. Next, next, we want the little eyeballs. So I'm there we go, hide the eyes. Now we've got it. Now see how it shows up gray? That's not going to cut. It may show on the preview. Yeah, it still shows on the preview, but it's not going to cut because I have it hidden. Oh, and I missed a spot. There's something right in there. Okay. We're going to go back, take off the preview, and I know what it is already. I don't know if I can stop it though. There, let's see if that works. No, it's not. Move it up just a tad. There. Preview. We're going to have a little hole in the car right there. It's going to make a scrape, and there's nothing I can do. But look at how the preview shows. Those little things are gone, and so is the shark's eye, so we're in good shape there. Okay, now let's take off the preview button. Now, I have learned the hard way. First thing I want to do is take the Gone Fishing. Oops, I can't seem to grab it. Let's get there we go, the Gone Fishing. And I want to go to my my advanced key, and I want to flip it. Okay, so it's a little bit backwards. All the way backwards. Then I want to zoom out. Now at this point what we're looking at is the inside of the card. So I want to grab the whole card and flip it. There we go. Now the Gone Fishing reads properly and we're looking at the front of the card. Okay? See what I did? Now I'm taking a long minute and looking at it because I want to make sure that when I go back to layer 1 and I'm cutting all the little pieces that I have everything angled properly. My shark is going to look to the right, the same way the little fish is doing as it's laid out, because right now we're looking at the front of the card. My wave is going to go towards the left. So let's take a look at this. The wave is going, see, I flipped it. So we have to flip this, and we have to flip that. Okay, now I have the shark, and let's see if there's any layers for the shark. We're going to take off that, and here's the shark. It's on 1, 2, 3, so 34, and let's go to layer. And no, I don't think I want that, because that's like a shadow and I don't want that. Okay, let's go to the shark on the shift key. No. Take off shift, go to layer. Ooh, I don't take off all these extra. And somehow I got it picked up a flower. So I've got the shark. I guess he is just the way he is. Okay, so we're good there. Now what we need to do though is on the Gone Fishing, I think there's a layer on that. So let's get back over to here. And the Gone Fishing is there. Let's hit that. No. Gone Fishing. Take that off. Leave it on. Gone Fishing's there, and there's nothing there, so there's no layer there. Okay, so we're good on that. Let's go back to nothing, and let's make a couple copies of the wave, because what I'm going to do is layer them on that front fold so all we have are waves. And I think I'm going to put a little crab on the very bottom in the front. Or maybe, no, we'll put some little fish. Let's do one more of those just so we have enough. I don't know how many we're going to use, but this way I know that we'll have just enough. Or more than enough, I should say. So we've got our waves. And let's get these little fish that are right here and put them there, and we could put them in with the waves. See, we can hide them right into the waves. Okay, that's it. We've designed our card. Thanks for stopping by, and be sure to watch the next video because that will show exactly how we put this card together for the challenge. Thank you. Bye now. Okay, I'm back. Notice that I did alter and put a correction on the screen when I was doing the video putting this together, and I just wanted to show you and go over this one more time. The shark, this is looking at the card, and let me put the preview button on. Looking at the card at the front of the card, which means the shark is on the inside of the card. So the shark cannot face to the right. It is going to face to the left, and I'm going to show you exactly by just doing these here. Let's flip this card side to side, and now let me preview it. And let's look in at this in a minute here. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can see the preview is on. It takes a while because now the bottom one is how we make the card, and we're actually looking at the inside of the card. So that means that the right flap is going to flip over on the shark. So that means the waves will face left like that because that's the front of the card. Okay? This is the inside of the card, this is the front of the card, and notice how they flip. So when we go to the sharks are going to face left, where I said on the original part of the video that it faces right. I was looking at the card the wrong way. The shark will face left. His top fin is going to be more towards the right or towards the center, with his tail going up on the right side. The waves are going to face to the right. They're going to lean towards the right. And let's go back to the base of the card so you can see what I mean. And see, I've got that. No, I still have the waves wrong. The waves need to change sides. I thought I flipped them already before I went over. There. The waves will go to the left. Just like that. The waves splash towards the left. Splash towards the left. Okay? Now let's flip this. This is the inside of the card. Now we're looking at the front of the card and see how the waves splash left. Okay, here's our layer. Waves splash left. Gone fishing as we look at it, and the shark as we look at it when we open the page. Okay? I wanted to clarify that because I did say it wrong. And these little fish don't matter because I'm going to put them within the waves, so they don't really matter what direction. And notice I did put this 2 cards up, so that again I'm making 2 cards. Thank you. Sorry to create a little bit of confusion there, but I did want to clarify.